I mean, I like it, but you gotta admit, I do look like the type of guy who would be named like Mike and runs like a bike shop in America, and he gets like it all gets documented for Discovery Channel, you know. Oh, you all gotta see Mike's Magic Bike Shop, and the bike store will be called like fucking either Magic Mike's or like Ape Funk and shit. And the series will be called Ape Funk and shit, Magic Mike's Bikes. Joe Saga with our draft recap for the MLP Season 12. Hello ladies and gentlemen, back again with another draft league. I am super excited about this. I have been playing like so little recently, so little months, and I want to get back into it a little bit because I have been missing it, although I was feeling a bit worn out a bit by the meta and by Gen 8 in general, but getting back into it with MLP right here in the new season. And if you didn't know, MLP has 4 divisions. They're all named after abilities that the Porygon Lines has. I think that's right. It's a cool concept, but last season I ended up in the Trace division, which is the 3rd best division of the 4. So that's not bad. Definitely not bad, but because I managed to make it to playoffs with quite a decent record, I actually got promoted to the 2nd highest division, which is the Download division. Pretty exciting to me. Real thankful for getting it up there because I'm having so much fun in this league. This is my 2nd season here, and it's season 12 for this league already, and it's awesome that I'm in it. And I just want to give a big thank you to the people who run it, especially KHD, who runs the server and runs the game, and not the game, but he runs the league. He's also in my division as well, so I will be fighting him. I hope that will be going well. But anyways, I haven't drafted in, I want to say 6 months. I think that's pretty accurate. So, needless to say, I forgot how it went, and I forgot how stressful it was. Adding up to that as well, a fun little story. You might know him from, well, probably not. You might know him. A friend of mine, Tessie, also a guy who plays Pokemon, got into the top division. Fuck. Now I'm getting names. That's bad of me. It's not analytic. It's adaptability, I think. Yeah. But he wasn't able to draft at all for some reason. I think his internet was bad, so I had to draft his entire team without knowing what the fuck he wants, because I was one of his best friends in the server, or I mean one of his best friends in the server, so they asked me to draft for him, and I had to do 2 drafts at the same time, because I didn't want to give him other shit. I mean, I got him to Weedle at the end, but you know. I had to focus on my own draft as well, which I did get sniped on a good amount of months, but I think it might have turned out to help me in the long run, because my team looks awesome and I love it. This isn't the team I've had at all. Like, it doesn't look like anything I've had before. Like, it has a bunch of monsters I have never tried before, so really excited about it. Also a few monsters I know how to use pretty well, and yeah, it looks super fun to me. By the time I'm recording this draft recap, I will let you know that I did do 2 battles already, my week 1 and week 2. I'll of course not spoil those matches, but they will be going up soon because I did record them live. And yeah, the week 1 match I even recorded back when I had the full beard sales, so that'll be a weird shift. It'll be funny, but yeah. So going into the draft, I had one thing I really wanted. Like, the rest didn't care for me. The rest didn't matter to me at all what I would get. I wanted Reggie Alecki, the fastest boy alive, Mr. 200 base speed. Mr. gets walled by a Swinub. But still, this mod is so cool, and I'll let you know right now, I did get it, and I'm super excited about using it, because even though it's pretty straightforward, I will be clicking electric type moves pretty much every single turn. It is, I want to say that brain dead mons aren't that fun to me, but there's a level of brain deadness that I dig it a lot, and this hits that. Because as I said, it has such an easy way to counter it with any ground type. So if I can get past that, it just slaps. And it's all up to my opponents to be able to beat that. So yeah, I want to give another shout out to the boys over in front office of mine. The boys who I met over on Amino. Amino is fucking dead now, but still thankful for the friendships I made on it. Sappy moment, I know. But want to give a big shout out to my boys Flygon, aka Strange, Nick, Crafts, who all helps me. Osha helped me, I think. DJ is in it as well. Fuck, I'm forgetting names. There are a lot of more people in it, but not all helped me. I think Cynthia helped me a bit as well. So yeah, shout outs to all of you. And you'll help me get a team that I'm super fucking stoked about. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited as hell. But I didn't go with Regieleki round 1. I ended up in the draft order, I should say first. There are 16 people, and I ended up at slot 15. So really close to the wheel pick, which is great, but not great for my first round because it meant that all of the good mons would probably be going already. Well, not all of them, of course, but I originally wanted to try out Tornadus Firion, but didn't end up getting that. So instead, when it came to me and it was left, I asked my guys what will play well with that Regieleki, because I want to build around that, and I don't want to take it the first round because it isn't quite a round 1 pick. They told me to get Landorus Firion, and I'll show you the rest of my team right now as well. This is the entirety of the team, also in the order that I drafted them in. It looks so much fun, and again, MLP is a league where you can draft 9 to 12 mons. I always tend to go for the 12 side of the teams, because in general I just like having more options to my hands and to my usability, you know. So yeah, Landorus Firion is a mon that I have used a decent amount already. I've got a bit of a mixed feeling about it, so when they suggested it, I was like, not sure if I want to use it again, but against I didn't want to go against the judgment because it did sound really spicy with Spacewalk. The Regieleki, I'm naming him Spacewalk, that's why I said that. But yeah, as you can see, all the nicknames are in there as well. I had a bit of a neutral stance with Landorus Firion. I've had really good times with it and really bad times. But I in general like what this mon does. Intimidate, of course, is an ability everyone loves to have, so I'm not mad about having that at all. And its typing is amazing. It's also one of the main counters for Regieleki, so I'm taking that away, alright? I'm taking that away, okay. But yeah, that stab EQ will be hitting hard any day of the week. And we also get nice utility with Explosion, Knockoff, U-Turn, Stone Edge. We can also be set up with Rock Polish or Sword Stance. We can be bulky with Rocky Helmet and Stealth Fox and U-Turn. We can be Choice Scarf, Choice Band. But if I'm feeling spicy and if there's like a Tapu Bulu or something on my field, I can go for like a special variant with Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Psychic, things like that. Still hits hard, and it does get Calm Mind. I can run that. I also can default shit away, so that's not bad at all. And those stats are just great. It's super strong, of course. It's decently speedy, and it can be really bulky, especially with that Intimidate, and as I said, Rocky Helmet, Leftovers, such things. So yeah, Landorus Firion, I like it. It's a good mon. Just gotta get into the flow of using it, I feel. So hopefully I can do that, and hopefully it will stay on the team, and hopefully it can run some work. But yeah, after that I did decide to go with Regieleki because I didn't want to risk it not coming back to me between me and between my second and third round picks, because there are 28 picks in between, and I was gonna build around this mon. So even though pick number 18, I think it's still a bit early for Regieleki. I didn't want to risk it because this was the mon I want to build around. So I decided to take the boy right there, Regieleki. People did say like, yeah, that's a bit of an early pick, but I didn't mind. So Regieleki still has a bit of utility to it, but it mainly does what it does, and that is Choice Pack, Sapblade, Magnet, things like that. Life Orb with just that Thunderbolt, Full Switch. What's this called? Thunder Gauge, that's the new one. We can also be Physical with Wild Charge, but in general it does just suffer against ground types. But when I do face a ground type, I could just Rapid Spin, maybe get some hashtags away. I could Body Slam, maybe get a pair off of them. Maybe a Choice Band Explosion will do some in. But yeah, in general I will be running Choice Packs, Life Orb, Set Plate, things like that with triple Electric probably. But we can still run Substitute and double screens as well, so that's not bad. It does have a good amount of sets to it. Might run Light Play once or twice. And its stats, of course, it will outspeed everything. It will probably outspeed a good amount of Scarfers as well. But when it's not necessary, I might just run this. Done. And of course then Modest or something. I might not even need speed in some matches, so that's great. Getting some extra bulk on the boy, because of course his defense and special defense aren't good. especially with Life Orb. I want to be able to take maybe 1 or 2 hits still, so that will help a lot, being able to put in so much in HP. But yeah, I'm super excited to use this. I'm curious if it'll stay, if I like it. But yeah, I like the concept of it. Hopefully it will work around, or it will work well in the team. But yeah, I decided to go with Tangrowth for my next pick, because I originally wanted a bit of a regen core. I originally wanted Slowking as well, but that got taken right after my Tangrowth pick by my real opponents, I suppose I should say. But yeah, I decided to go with Tangrowth because my main priority, or one of my main priorities, is to be able to deal with ground types super easily. And Tangrowth, I would say, does that really well. Of course, it switched in on most of them really easily, especially since the ones that get U-turn, well, I've got one right here, so, you know, taking that away out of the picture. It, of course, doesn't get HP Fire anymore, but still, we can run AV with Regenerator, of course, we can run Fist Death with Rocky Helmet, we can run Leech Seed, Sleep Powder, and then we still got great coverage with Knockoff, Hard Hitting, Leaf Storm, or Giga Drain, maybe Power Up or EQ, and yeah. I think I'm missing some, like Sludge Bomb. We can always Toxic. Toxic's a good move. It's just a good move, right? But yeah, we can also run, maybe if I'm feeling it, like a Heat Rock Sunny Day Chlorophyll set one time. Just for fun, you know. I think you get Weather Ball. I thought wrong. It does not get Weather Ball. But yeah, I like this one. I haven't used it in a good minute, so I'm actually excited to use it again. And of course, I don't have any other regenerator mons to add to it, but I still think Tangrowth on its own has a good spot on this team. And of course, those stats, we don't sleep on those. That's still strong offense, and of course, super bulky on the physical side, but still AV is still good as well. And Regenerator is just top 3 abilities, I want to say. Intimidate being the other one in the top 3, and then what other ability? I guess Huge Power. I mean, what beats Huge Power? Speed Boost is also cool. But yeah, I like Tangrowth a lot on this team. So, next, I have Full Canyon. I originally didn't draft Full Canyon. I have to actually remember what I drafted. I drafted Alomomola to actually have a bit of a regen core, but I needed to have a fire type, and I realized that I didn't really have a straight up hard hitter for ground type switch and punishes. So I ended up taking Full Canyon over it, so I can run Choice Spec Steam Eruption on a team with my Regieleki, and I can just predict the ground type to come in, get into Full Canyon, and just hit something out super fucking hard with a Steam Eruption or a fire type move, something like that. And I like Full Canyon a lot. These stats are again so good across the entire board. It is a bit slow, but with Choice Scarf we can run that. But also bulky on this mon is great. Beats a lot of physical mons, honestly. Also AV works. Maybe run some heavy duty boots here and there. But yeah, Stuff to Toxic is also great to beat any water type that I might encounter. Also gets Body Press now, so if I want to run Max Fist, I got a bit of a powerful move right there. Of course, can defog. We can have Flame Charge, and of course, Scorching Stance is not one of the new mons, but moves. But Steam Eruption, Flamethrower, or slash Fire Blast, and then like Earth Power, Sludge Wave. That'll probably be my set most of the time with like Choice Spec, Choice Scarf, AV. This one just hits super hard. People don't want to switch in on it because it's tough. Because most of the time you want to switch in on a water type with either your own water type or a grass type, and the grass type doesn't do that on a Full Canyon. And if I substitute up against the water type, I've got water, so what you doing, buddy? If it's a bulky one, you probably don't have much coverage to hit me. And it has enough bulk to be able to deliver a hit with a substitute as well. I like this mod, and I think it has a good space on this team. So, next up, I wanted to get another filthy mon on the team, because I've already got 4 powerhouses, you know. These are all great mons. I wanted to add another one. Though I think I did that for the majority of my draft, because none of my mons are bad, and I managed to get 12 mons. So, Latios is still available, and I love me Latios. I have drafted it a good amount of times recently as well, so I decided to take that up, because it gets some nice ass coverage right now, and I want to try it out. Of course, getting Aurora Sphere and Mystical Fire, but also Dragon Dance, so we can now run a physical Latios instead of just Ladiosis. So yeah, Latios was already taken, so I think I would have preferred Latios, but Latios is still awesome. I think that's a nice spot on this team. It can Wish supports, it can be Calm Mind, it can be Choice Scarf, it can be AV, it can be Soul Dew, Leftovers, things like that. It also gets Agility now, that's kind of cool. It gets Baton Pass, kind of fucking cool. This mon is kind of fucking cool, with Roost, Reflect type, super bulky. I mean, look at this mon, dude. I love it. Hellberg, that's the nickname I always give it. Has a special place in my heart. So yeah, it's not super strong outright. I mean, 100%, we don't sleep on that. And it has amazing coverage, but of course with Calm Minds, we can sweep teams with that. And nothing wants to switch in. I can predict pretty much anything with its coverage. So yeah, if I get a prediction right, I'm doing some damage. So yeah, that's Ladias. Next up, actually probably the second one I decided to get on my team is Mega Aggron. I wanted to try Mega Aggron for a bit again. I think I had it in a league with all my front office buddies. I tried it in that, and I did like it, but I wanted it again because I didn't feel like my team on that was good at all. It had Tapu Fini in it. Tapu Fini is bad. Tapu Fini is horrible. Oh, Tapu Fini is the worst mon in draft. Period. I don't make the rules, but Mega Aggron is right here. I like this one a lot, and I think again it has such great synergy with like my Volcanion, my Volcanion, of course, my Volcanion, and my Landorus. Of course, getting a nice bit of wish support maybe from Latias as well. But it has great coverage, EQ, Stone Edge, Heavy Slam hitting super hard with that, with 40 attack stat, that's massive. You can run Rock Polish, maybe a bit speedy as well with Fire Punch. Things like that, we can run Counter, of course, Stealth Rocks and Roar, Taunt and Toxic, great moves on it as well. And with Filter, we will be pretty much taking any physical hit, even if they're super effective. This one is a tank and a half. And people usually don't want to take a hit from it either. So, yeah, I like it a lot, especially considering that it doesn't really need the speed, because I have, well, Speed Incarnate itself on the team. So, you know, I don't really need it that much. But I think that's a really cool spot on this team, and I wanted to get a really bulky Steel type, and look at him! Look at him! Chonker! That's a chonker right there. That's chonk. Oh yeah, that's chonk. But yeah, that's the first half of my team. Afterwards, I decided to get these 6. Do keep in mind though, I think Slurpuff is the only one here that I didn't draft. Wait, no, I didn't draft Pangoro, my bad. I also traded off Pangoro for or something for Pangoro. I forgot what else I had here. That's my bad. I'm sorry about that. But okay, I decided to go with Weezing. I originally wanted Galar Weezing, but I got taken a bit earlier already, so I didn't end up going with that. I went with regular Weezing. I don't think I've actually had regular Weezing before. I've had Galar before, with a Melmetal team in ASL. That was really fun. But here is regular Weezing. I liked it a lot. I mean, of course, with Levitate, you're only really weak to Psychic types. So yeah, fuck fighting types, remember, right? So this helps a lot against fighting types. That's one of the main reasons I got it. We've got Toxic Spikes and Taunt, great moves on it. But of course, hitting decently hard with like Thunderbolt, Slash Wave, and Fire Blast. We can also still run Explosion. Maybe run a Clear Set one time. Clear Smoke's still good as well. So yeah, Corrosive Gas is a move that I have to look into a little bit, because maybe that's interesting to use. Who knows? I might go with that. But Will-O-Wisp is also great on it. It has not many sets to run, but I like it a lot still. And its job that it does really well. So I like it a lot. I think it fits perfectly fine in this team. That nice defense that helping you a lot against fighting types. And again, Levitate helps even more against ground types, which is yet again one of those types that I need to deal with for my Regieleki. So that's one of the main reasons I got it as well. And Toxic Spike's such a huge move. That's one of the. I think Toxic Spike is probably the main reason I wanted this. But yeah, originally I also wanted Drapio, and that got taken. So yeah, I had to find a different Toxic Spiker, and it ended up being Weezing. Not mad about it at all. I got Silvally at pick 8 though. Big. Silvally is such an awesome mod. I have drafted so many times, but come on. I think I already have every type on this team. But even then, just throw a fucking Silvally on there, mate. Actually, the only type I didn't have was normal, so Silvally fits that perfectly. I mean, it can still run normal, but I don't think I've ever run a normal Silvally before. I might this season though, I might. I usually run like Ghost, Ice, Fairy, Steel, Fighting, Dark, Fire even, Water, Grass I've run, Ground, I run a lot of types of Silvally. I like this one a lot. I mean, it's Versatility Incarnate, we've got Speed Incarnate, Versatility Incarnate, I love it. This team is so much fun, I love it. Dude, it could be a sweeper with Flame Charge, Sword Stance, any type with that strong hitting multi-attack. Don't sleep on that. But it can also be bulky, like Fairy or Steel or Ghost with Roar, Botting Shot, Defog even, Toxic, things like that. You can also Thunder Wave if you have U-Turn or Slash Botting Shot, like I said. And yeah, this one just hits super hard with multi-attack, Sword Stance. You can sweep teams with that, honestly. But also that utility is nice to have, and it adds a lot of unpredictability to my team. Like if someone is prepared to see my Glaceon, for whatever reason, it's just a bad example, but I might be running a Silvally Ice, and instead of them being able to switch it on a special Ice type, they have to switch it on the physical Ice type if I'm running multi-attack and Sword Stance, so they might not be prepared for that. I like it a lot, and of course 95 across the board on the stats. That's just solid as fuck. I love it. So Valley, top 3 monster to use in Draft League for me, easily. Might just be my favorite, honestly. So I'm happy to have it on the team. Happy to try it again. Then I've got Pangoro because I wanted a super strong stab knockoff type mon. Knockoff type. As you can see, Pangoro, the knockoff type. So yeah, it does that exactly perfectly well. It has a strong stab knockoff. So. That's all. Alright, next mod. No. I don't think I've had Pangoro before. Of course, this also gets spawning shots, so more facing moves for moi. Also gets sword stance, bulk up, power punch, so I can set up a bit as well. But usually I run like Life Orb, Choice Band. Has some good abilities as well. Scrappy. Of course, I can just click close combat even if there's a ghost up on the field. Man, we just click that shit. Mold Breaker, I can EQ levitators if I want, or things like that, you know. Still a cool thing to have. Iron Fist if I'm playing on running like Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Fire Punch. Also a good shout. Now I don't actually remember if it got close combat now or it already had close combat. I think it got it now because people used to run superpower on it, I think. So that's also big. This one just hits super hard. Another one of this monster, I'll likely just run Choice Band on it most of the time, and I'll just have it come in on a prediction and get a kill, you know. This one, it just helps a lot on the team. And again, Parting Shot is big, and Priority is big as well. Bullet Punch fake. Nope. Bullet Punch, yeah. Its stats are, of course, alright. It has decent defense and decent special defense. And then, of course, the HP is nice. Attack, sky high, so that's good. Not fast, not gonna outspeed much, but maybe I'll run a little bit of speed here and there. So, yeah. Up next, though, my friends decided that I should take Slurpuff. I was really looking into getting a bulky fairy type, but they told me to get Slurpuff because it gets me more offense, because my team is pretty much hyper offense already, but I do have a few balance here and there with tank growth and such. But honestly, Slurpuff does way more than you might think on the surface. It can run sticky webs, it can run physical, it can run special, it can be belly drum, it can be calm mind. It can also be cleric with wish or alma therapy, or both, of course. It can also run light screen. No, there's no reflect. Never mind. Magic code is the moves that's used to sometimes see on it. And yeah, sticky webs. Who's outspeeding Regieleki? I know. No one is. There you go. No one is outspeeding Regieleki if I'm bringing webs. I might just run a minus speed nature if I do that for the lols, you know. Oh man. It also helps for like my slow monster that might be hitting super hard, like Pangoro, like Volcanion, like Mega Aggro maybe even. So yeah, it's cool. It's a cool option, but I'll probably run more the cleric side or the belly drum side of it. But yeah, I haven't used Slurpuff in a good minute, so I'm excited to see how it works for me. So yeah, Onion Crustle is next. I decided to go with Crustle because it's a rock and bug stuff. I need those typings, and I wanted more stealth rocks and a dedicated spike setter. But yet again, Crustle just gives me so much shit that I can do because I can be physically defensive, I can be Shell Smash, I can be hard fucking what's this called? Hazard Sack. It gets decent coverage as well with like knockoff, body press now as well. That's cool. Of course, Shell Smash, Stone Edge, Access, or EQ. Gets decent coverage. I like it a lot, and they can probably get a good amount of kills with a Shell Smash set. Might even run like a late Shell Smash, sturdy, like Silver Spikes and then Stone Edge, EQ, something like that. It could really work. That's a switch in, not bad. Might be able to clean a few games late game. But in general, it's more meant to be a lead with Spikes and Stealth Rocks. And it does that really well, I want to say. As a 4.1, I think I got it at. Super solid, and I'm happy to have it. And as my last pick, I decided to go with Glacier. I think it was 2 points, just 2 points. Honestly, really cheap, because Glacier does so much. It isn't weak at all. It has good bulk as well, and it is probably one of my main clerics on this team, with Wish, and now it has Freeze Dry as well. It's difficult to switch into, though it doesn't have much other than its Ice Step, of course, but it still hits decently hard, and I can be Yawn, I can be Toxic. Because Steel types will have decent time against it. I can be Roar. Usually I'll be like Wish, Protect, Freeze Try, Heal Bell, maybe something like that, maybe Toxic. But yeah, it's probably meant to be, or it's mostly meant to be my Wish passer, my my cleric, my main cleric. So I'm happy to have that on the team to be able to have a reliable cleric, just to pass wishes over to my my aggro, my Sylphali, maybe even Onion, the Crustle. I love that name so much. So yeah. That's the last one I decided to get, and that's actually the entirety of the team. 12 months that, let's actually see. So I've used Landorus before, I've used Tangrowth before long ago, Volcanion, Latias, Aggron I guess as well, Sylphali, Slurpuff long ago, Crustle, I want to say, yeah, Crustle Longo goes well. So I've never used Glaceon, Pangoro, regular Weezing, I should say, and Regieleki. That's a decent amount of months, and a few, as I said, that I haven't used in a while, and the team looks colorful, it looks fun. I think I'll have a great time with this. Yet again, shouts to the boys over at MLP, thanks for having me over. I'm gonna have a fun season, that's my main priority, especially after having not so very fun seasons lately. So yeah, I'm just here to have some fun. I'll play my best, of course, but fun is more important than bringing some heat sets. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're excited for this season, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I've never told you to subscribe. Hey, subscribe. Hey, I post content for... I post content, that's why you should subscribe. I have a charismatic face, right? Mike, the bike shop opener? But, alright. Yeah, I like this team a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, so I appreciate it. Wait, I do say subscribe. I do say that. That is part of my usual routine. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you later. My next video for this will be my week 1 match against Slick. I've already done it, as I said. It's a battle worth watching, though, so make sure you're there to see it when it is up. I don't do scripts, so I usually have roughly build videos like this, but it's fun. I'm having fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye. Longest outro ever!